Hey guys, so we're going to be doing Blackout Poetry today. We're going to be doing it digitally, obviously. So I just wanted to take a second to kind of explain what it is you're doing and kind of how you're going to go about it. So essentially what Blackout Poetry is where you take a piece of writing that already exists, likely a page from a book, and you take, either a black marker, or in this case, we're going to use black text boxes, and we're going to black out pieces of the writing that we don't want to use. And so what you're going to be left with is something original that comes from what already existed. So we're going to look at an example. So what ends up being present on the page is you can consider like a poem or a short verse. Typically this is done, with physical copies of a page. However, I think it'll be really cool to do this digitally, because a lot of times what happens is, a student will start and then they'll kind of like change their mind about which word they want to keep or what words they want to keep, and then they'll have to erase, and then they're like, oh, it looks bad, I want to start over. So digitally, we don't have to worry about that, right? Because we can just move things around. So there are 3 different slides that you're going to be able to choose from. So you'll have 1 choice, 2 choice, 3 choices, and you only need to complete one of them. The only requirement for this is that you have to at least have 6 words. Don't just try and give me 1 word and be like, yep, that's my poem. So let's look at this example. So obviously you can see that this was a physical copy. They did this by hand. And you can kind of see the words through the black marker. So they had this whole page. So they kind of like maybe made a game plan. Maybe they had a paper off to the side and they sort of wrote down words that they kind of thought they might want to keep. Or maybe they just kind of went for it. But theirs ends up saying, do I believe in the war? Not important. Live in the moment. When my world narrows to 1 street, 1 house, 1 room, 1 door, we pack into the trucks after midnight and the fear settles in. What if, what if, what if? The trucks drop us off and we slip into the night. In a flash, the chaos starts. Is this real? The rest of the world falls away. What's on the other side? So we might not know exactly what they were trying to say or like what they meant in this, but to them it meant something. And so that's a great example. So let me just kind of show you here. So we have this first page. This is actually one from, it's the last page of Perceiving a Wallflower. It's a really good book. So if you look here, I have these little black lines. There's a ton of them, so you can use as many as you want. But what you're going to do is you're going to kind of look and cover up some words and kind of see what you can come up with. And you can obviously change it, move it around. So I'm just going to kind of show you how you can go about this. So I'm going to do, I will have time. I like that. So far I have, I will have time, too busy being in a bad place, right? So, but then I could be like, oh, I don't really like that. That's a little too sad for me, and sort of just change what I say. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, it can look a little messy as long as I can see the words that you are intending to keep, right? So I can cover up a whole line if I wanted to. You don't have to use words from each line if you don't want to, as long as you have at least 6 words. So yeah, just something a little fun that I thought would be cool. So if you have any questions, so once you're done, just remember you only have to complete one. Once you're done, hit submit. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and have a good day, guys.